Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a pretty mind-bending idea from our source material. What if the human body and planet Earth aren't just connected, but are actually built from the exact same blueprint?
Okay, let's just jump right in with the big question this whole theory is built on. What if your body isn't just on Earth, but is a self-similar model of Earth? A microcosm of the macrocosm, like you're a little planet walking around.
So, the whole hypothesis kicks off with a parallel that's actually kind of simple but really profound when you think about it. Just like the surface of our planet, the human body is about 70% water and 30% solids. Now, according to this theory, that's no coincidence. It's the basic blueprint for a much, much deeper connection.
But this idea suggests the connection goes way beyond just, what we're made of. It argues that our most important internal systems are direct stand-ins for Earth's most powerful and dynamic processes. Okay, take our circulatory system, for instance. The source material here proposes that the blood flowing through our veins and arteries is a direct mirror of water flowing in the Earth's rivers. And in this model, a catastrophic event like a heart attack, well, that's like a devastating flood. And if you follow that same logic, a chronic condition like high blood pressure or hypertension is seen as the body's internal version of a volcano. It's this system just building up immense pressure with the potential for a sudden explosive release.
And the parallels even extend to the most dramatic events you can imagine. A sudden, system-shattering neurological event like a brain stroke is compared to the seismic shock of an earthquake, a violent, disruptive rupture happening right inside the system.
Now, this isn't just some poetic analogy. The theory actually tries to formalize this relationship with a mathematical expression. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. What is that? It's not a formula you'd solve in a physics class. It's more symbolic. E represents the event itself, right? Like an earthquake or a stroke. It's defined by the stress building up, plus this other complex term that involves shear and cymatics, which the theory claims represents the shock waves that follow.
So, what's the proposed mechanism here? What's the invisible thread that could possibly link these two seemingly separate systems, our own biology and the Earth's geology? Well, the theory points to a concept called cymatics. If you've ever seen those cool videos of sand forming these incredible geometric patterns on a vibrating metal plate, that's cymatics. It's the study of how vibration and sound literally shape matter. This hypothesis just scales that idea way, way up, proposing that these vibrations are a fundamental force that organizes and connects both our bodies and the entire planet. And get this, the theory takes it even further. It suggests our bodies are more than just passive mirrors of the Earth. It proposes we are active participants, what it calls live bioaccelerators. The idea is that, kind of like how massive particle accelerators like CERN manipulate energy, our own biological systems are constantly processing and influencing the vibrational energies that connect us to the planet. At the absolute heart of this whole framework is a newly proposed fundamental particle, the Philfo grace particle. The source material suggests this is a single, unified element, the basic building block of everything. In this view, it's the one common denominator that allows our biology and the planet's geology to be so deeply interconnected. Okay, so if we just go with these ideas for a minute, where does this theory actually lead? Let's take a look at how the source material proposes this could all be applied to solve one of the world's most destructive problems. So, here's the crucial point. If this body-Earth connection is real, then understanding and harnessing it could, potentially, allow us to influence planetary systems, maybe even reduce the impacts of natural disasters like earthquakes.
So, here's one hypothetical application: a defense system against earthquakes. The process would start by harnessing what the theory calls 5D streams, basically a combination of sound, vibration, and those cymatics principles we just talked about. The idea is to use that energy to power up specialized magnet systems. These systems would then create a magnetic levitation effect, kind of like a maglev train, allowing buildings to essentially float above the shaking ground during a quake.
But honestly, the most radical part of this whole proposal is how it would be powered. As the source material suggests, the very energy of an earthquake, those destructive seismic waves, could theoretically be captured and repurposed to fuel the protective levitation effect. You'd be turning the disaster's own power against itself. How wild is that?
So let's bring it all together.
The core takeaway here is a vision of a deeply interconnected reality. It proposes our bodies are these self-similar models of the Earth, where our internal problems mirror natural disasters. The proposed links are the organizing force of cymatics and a single fundamental Philfo particle. And the ultimate implication, well, it's that understanding this link could unlock some really radical new technologies for disaster management.
And that leaves us with one last, pretty provocative thought to chew on. If the microcosm of our body really does reflect the macrocosm of the Earth, does that mean managing our own internal stress and finding balance within ourselves actually holds a key to restoring balance to the entire planet?